x minus x bar y minus y bar upon square root sigma x minus x bar whole square into square root sigma y minus y bar whole square. So we'll study this formula. Take out your notebooks. First, we will write this formula which we are going to study today in long questions. Sixth formula. Write down R equals to sigma x minus x bar into y minus y bar upon square root. Yes, what happened? Upon square root sigma x minus x bar whole square into square root sigma y minus y bar whole square. Okay, this formula we will be using today. Now, when to apply this formula? Understand it? This is to be applied when, first of all, one thing is clear yesterday itself. Fourth formula, xy formula, we apply when the values of x and y are small. Fifth and sixth here to apply when the values of x and y are big, large, big, whatever. Okay. So first condition, it is to be applied when x and y are big. And second, one more condition. Further, we will apply this formula when x bar and y bar are integers. Now, what do you mean by integers? What do you mean by integers?
Minus 3 to 1. Minus 3 to 1, 1 to 3, 0.
Minus 3 to minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. Correct. Z. Functions chapter?
Yes.
Z is integer, R is real numbers, N is natural numbers. Here integers means you remember that when it is not in decimals. If our x bar and y bar does not come in, then only we will use this formula. Therefore, if you remember yesterday I told you, even though the values are small, you always find x bar and y bar. That we will be finding in all the questions in chapter 2 as well as in chapter 3. X bar and y bar is the first thing you'll do in all the questions. And then we will decide if the x bar and y bar does not come in, then we will use this formula. Otherwise, we cannot use this formula. Why? Everything you'll understand once we solve a question. Is everyone clear with this? Let it go. So same as yesterday, one question I'll explain you. One question you will explain me, and one you will try on your own. Page number 83. Page 83, exercise 2.2, question 1. First of all, look at the values. Are they small or big? Big, very big. Okay, 20 is the criteria, benchmark to decide the values are small or big. Here 170, 169 means the values are very big. From the following information obtained from a sample of 7 families of a society regarding height of father in centimeters and height of his adult son in centimeters, calculate the correlation coefficient. Height of father we will denote as x, height of son we will denote as y. As such, independent variable we will denote as x. Which one is independent and which one is dependent? Father's height is independent. Son's height will depend on the height of father. Or father's height will depend on height of son. Okay, when father is there, son is not even born. Father's height cannot depend on the height of son. Son's height will depend on father's height. So dependent will always be y. Therefore, second variable dependent one is y. Independent will always be x. So the first one, father's height independent is x. Any confusion in this? All are clear up till here? First we will denote that no workings in the beginning. First we will find x bar and y bar. First we will find x bar and y bar. Thereafter we will make the workings. Okay? So write down, let height of father be x, let height of sun dy. Note down the values of x and y. No other workings yet. Okay. And its totals will also be required. 170, 169, 168,
1169.
167, 166, 165, 164.
169.
You know, if a baby is born before 9 months, what do we call that baby? Yes. Not immature, premature. Please don't give me premature answers. Let me finish with the values of x and y. 172, 168, 170, 168, 165, 167, and 166. Yes, now 9 months are over. Tell me, what is the total of x? 1169 and 1176. Did everyone write it up till here?
No. Yes.
Some premature babies are there. Let them finish first.
Yes. Very good.
Who are writing it still? Now first we will find x bar and y bar. Then we will decide should we apply this formula or not. So write x bar equals to sigma x upon n 1169 divided by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can you see 7 values are there? Divide by 7, 167. Is it integer or fraction? Integer. It is not in?
Yes.
So far we can use this formula. If y bar also come the same way. Y bar sigma y upon n 1176 divided by 7 168. Integer or fraction? Integer. So we conclude we can use this formula. All of you are clear when to use this formula? Values are big, x bar and y bar is not in decimals. We can use this formula. Now what workings are required in this formula? Understand it? Yes, very first we need x minus x bar. Further we need y minus y bar. Now, understand it first, otherwise you will not be able to manage proper space. So understand it first. Throughout the chapter I told you yesterday, 3 workings are required. Squares and product. Squares involve 2 things and product involves 1. Throughout the chapter, fixed group. 3 workings are required. Which 3? Squares, square of x, y. So squares and product. Here we need the square of x minus x bar. We need the square of y minus y bar. And we need the product of x minus x bar into y minus y bar. See here. Is square of x minus x bar required in the formula or not?
Yes.
Is square of y minus y bar required in the formula or not?
Yes.
And product of x minus x bar into y minus y bar. Any confusion in this?
No.
Raise your hand who is not clear with the workings. So 2 extra things we have to do first. Yesterday directly we did x square, y square, xy. Here first we have to do 2 extra things. What 2 extra things? X minus x bar, y minus y bar. After that squares and product. Raise your hand who is having any confusion. Can't we take sigma x minus x bar y minus y bar as total of this into total of this? This was asked in the other batch, that's why I'm asking you. No. Now, last year we studied one property. What is sum of deviation of all the observations from arithmetic mean? 0. This property we studied in mean. Sigma x minus x bar will always come 0 and this will verify also. Before proceeding further, verify does it come 0 or not. If it comes 0 means your calculations are correct, proceed further. It does not come 0 means you made some mistake here. First find that mistake. y minus y bar's total will also come. If you use that 0 into 0, final answer 0. Marks also 0. You cannot use that. Okay, sigma x minus x bar into y minus y bar is different, and sigma x minus x bar into sigma y minus y bar is different. So we have to make that workings. Any confusion in this?
No.
Now, raise your hand or stand up rather, those who don't have the calculators. Why you don't have it, Sir?
Sir, I forgot today only. I was doing.
I'll not forget to give you impositions.
Sir, I was doing homework.
Luckily, question 1 is going out, so do it only one time. Had it been question 7 or 8, you are gone. Without fail, from tomorrow you must have it. No impositions to this. No. Is everyone clear with this?
Yes.
So x minus x bar, I am giving you a shortcut first how to do it, and first I'll explain the actual concept also. X minus x bar means from all the values of x we have to minus 167. Means 170 minus 167. Did you all write these headings?
Yes.
Write it down, those who are not intermediate. Shall I proceed?
No. Yes.
Raise your hand while still writing the headings. Okay, now we are ended. X minus x bar means from all the values of x near to minus x bar, which is 167. 170 minus 167 is 3. I'll be asking you in the next question. So if you're not clear, then ask me to get it clarified. 169 minus 167, 2. 168 minus 167, 1. 167 minus 167, 0. 166 minus 167, minus 1. 165 minus 167, minus 2. And 164 minus 167, minus 3. Okay. See, positive 6, negative also 6. Total 0. This means everything is correct. Always cross verify that. Does it come 0 or not? The total. Okay. Now do it in calculator as I have seen. Non-Casio calculators only. Casio do it the way I did right now. Okay, only non-Casio. 170 minus 167 equals to. Do you get 3? Now directly press 169 equals to. Directly press 168 equals to.
1.
Directly press 167 equals to.
0.
Directly 166 equals to.
Minus 1.
165 equals to.
Minus 2.
164 equals to.
Minus 3.
So your time is saved in not doing minus 167 again and
Okay.
minus you should press 2 times. Is everyone clear with it? Let us do y minus y bar with shortcut in calculator, non-Casio. Casio do it completely. From all the values of y we have to minus 168. Do it. 172 minus 168 equals to.
4.
168 equals to.
0.
170 equals to.
2.
168 equals to.
0.
Able to get it, everyone? 165 equals to.
Minus 3.
167 equals to.
Minus 1.
166 equals to.
Minus 2.
See, the positive is 4 plus 2. Negative is 3 plus 1, 4 plus 2. 6 minus 6.
0.
This means all the calculations are correct.
Correct.
Any confusion so far?
No.
Raise your hand who is not clear with the shortcut. Now same as yesterday. Squares and product, but we have to obtain the squares and product of these two now. First x minus x bar square. So again use that memory functions. Do it 3 into m plus.
9.
Okay. 2 into m plus.
4.
1 into m plus.
1.
0 into m plus.
0.
1 into m plus.
1.
Squares are always going to be positive, so no need to press minus 1 into m plus. 2 into m plus. 3 into m plus. Now total is 28. Press MR, you get the total. Press MRC again, cancel it. Press on 2-3 times to ensure that it gets removed. Okay, slip off the happens. Any confusion in this?
No.
Now y minus y bar square in the same manner. 4 into m plus
16.
0 into m plus
0.
2 into m plus
4.
0 into m plus
0.
3 into m plus
9.
1 into m plus
1.
2 into m plus
4.
and 20, 29, 30, 34.
34.
Press MRC, do you get 34 or not?
Yes.
Raise your hand who is not clear with any portion up till here. Raise your hand who is still writing y minus y bar square. All have written it? Now product x minus x bar into y minus y bar. Here be careful. If the multiplication is positive, put it in m plus. If the multiplication is negative, put it in m minus. If both the signs are minus, minus into minus will become.
Loss.
If any one sign is negative, then you put it in m minus. Got it, everyone? First MC or MRC, cancel it on 2-3 times. Now do it 3 into 4 m plus 2 into 0 m plus. Bring it 1 into 2 m plus. Simultaneously write it also. 0 into 0 m plus. Now minus into minus is going to become plus. So you simply do 1 into 3 m plus. 2 into 1 m plus. 3 into 2 m plus. Plus MR or MRC. 25. Anyone having any doubt in this, raise your hand. All of you are clear with it? Press MC and cancel the memory on 2-3 times. All are clear up till here? So workings are all done. Raise your hand who is still writing up till here. Now write this formula what we had written. R equals to sigma x minus x bar y minus y bar upon square root sigma x minus x bar whole square into square root sigma y minus y bar whole square. When I am doing on the board, please do along with me. You are going to have one question independently to be done on your own. Okay? Because here in between, if you skip out anything, you miss out, it will be a trouble. Raise your hand who is still writing the formula. Now sigma x minus x bar, y minus y bar will take 25. Can you see that? Sigma x minus x bar into y minus y bar is 25. Here we cannot take that product. Otherwise 0 into 0 will come 0. So here numerator is directly 25 upon square root sigma x minus x bar whole square. X minus x bar whole square total is 28. All of you able to get this? So square root of 28 into sigma y minus y bar whole square square root, so square root of 34. Any confusion in this? 25 divided by Divyajit, square root of 28.
So 5.29.
5.29 and Asta, square root of 34. 5.83. 25 upon the way 5.29 into 5.83. 30.84. After 4, what is it?
0.
And then 4 only. Now do 25 upon 30.84. 0.81. Any confusion in this? Now, for 0.81, Lavina, what will we write the conclusion? High degree of positive correlation. Now, thus there is high degree of positive correlation between height of father and height of son. Got it, everyone? Now, one more you'll do along with me. Second question. Then we'll try one question on your own. Look at second question. Values big or small? Big. About 20 there. Big. All are about 20, so we consider them big. A local cottage industry making various snack sells each snack in a packet of 100 grams. From a study of price determination regarding a new kind of wafer, the following information is obtained for the price and the demand. Again, let price be
X.
and let demand be.
Y.
First, we'll write the values of x and y and obtain x bar and y bar. What is asked is find the correlation coefficient between price of wafer and its demand. So, let price be x and let demand be y. And note down the values of x and y. Now 30 into 4, 120 plus 40, 160, 170, 182,
180.
180. And 20 into 5, 100. 132.
2.
Raise your hand who is still writing up till here. Raise your hand who is still writing up till here. All have written it? So, Amruta, further.
180 upon 6.
Yes, x bar is 180 upon 6, that is 30. Any confusion in this? Then, Anand, no, not Anand, Aryan. Bye bye.
Sigma y upon n is equals to 132 upon 6 is equals to 20.
132 upon 6, that is equal to 22. So, is everyone clear with this?
Yes.
Any confusion in this? What is your name? Vidya 3. Tell me x minus x bar values.
Minus 6.
24 minus 30 minus 6.
Minus 4.
26 minus 30 minus 4.
2.
32 minus 32.
3.
33 minus 33.
5.
35 minus 35.
6.
30 minus 30 is 0.
0.
Okay? Anyone having any doubt in it? Now see the total. What is minus 6 minus 4? Minus 10. 2 plus 3, 5 plus 5.
10.
Minus 10 plus 10. It means it is correct. Got it, everyone? Any confusion so far? Now, Karnik, y minus y bar.
5.
27 minus 22, 5.
2.
24 minus 22, 2.
0.
22 minus 22, 0. 20 minus 22 minus 2. 15 minus 22 minus 7. 24 minus 22, 2. See, what is the positive total? 5 plus 2? 7 plus 2? 9. Negative minus 2 minus 7? Minus 9. Does it come 0 or not? It means everything is correct. Anyone having any doubt in this? All are clear up till here?
Yes.
Now, Kushali, x minus x bar square.
36.
6 square 36. 4 square 16.
4.
2 square 4.
9.
3 square 9.
25.
5 square 25.
0.
0 square 0. Is everyone clear with this? Yes, what is the total? 36, 52, 56, 65 and 25, 90. All are clear with it?
Yes.
Then, Rishabh, y minus y bar square. 5 square 25, 2 square 4, 0 square is 0, 2 square 4, 7 square is 49. And again 2 square is 4. 25, 39, 33, 82 and 86. Are all of you clear with it? Any confusions? Then x minus x bar into y minus y bar. So Dimple, yes, minus 6 into 5 will be minus 30. One is positive, one is negative, so product will be negative. Be careful with the sign. Yes, further. Minus 4 into 2 minus 8. 2 into 0 0. 3 into minus 2 minus 6. 5 into minus 7 minus 35. 0 into 2 0. Did everyone understand this?
Yes.
So, minus 79. Sigma x minus x bar y minus y bar, you can see here is minus 79 upon square root of sigma x minus x bar whole square is 90 and upon square root of y minus y bar whole square is 86. Any confusion in this? Then Basha.
Minus 79 upon 9.48
Square root of 90, 9.48.
and 9.47.
After 8, if it is more than 5, then round it off to the next number. Yes, how much is the other one?
9.27.
9.27. Did everyone understand it?
Yes.
And Jite?
So minus 79 upon 87.97.
87.97 minus 0.90.
9.
Any confusion in this? Kathy, what will we conclude? Yes, negative and 0.9 is near to 1, so high degree. And thus there is high degree of negative correlation. Thus there is high degree of negative correlation between price and demand. So everyone is clear with this question? Any confusion in it? Last formula we will use. First of all, when x and y values are big, means majority of them are more than 20. Yesterday we discussed small means less than 20. Majority of them will be more than 20. And secondly, whenever values are big, very first thing what we will do in the question is find x bar and y bar. If they don't come in decimals, then only we will use this formula. See page 111, exercise 2, section E, question number 1. Be attentive. The following information is obtained to study the relation between the selling price of nose mask and its demand during an epidemic. Price market is X, demand market as Y. Are the values big or small? Big. All of them are more than 20. Find the correlation coefficient between price and demand of mask by Carl Pearson's method. Since the values are big, very first thing what we will do is find x bar and y bar. So first write down, let price of nose mask be x and let demand of nose mask, we are speaking in between, demand of nose mask be y. Okay, note down the values of x and y. 38, 45, 40, 42 and 35, 103, 92, 97, 98 and 100. As I said, very first thing what we shall do when the values are big is find x bar and y bar. So here 30 plus 80, 110, 150, 180, 190, 200 and 200 plus 270, 470, 485, 95 and 90, 200, 500, 490. So x bar is equal to sigma x upon n. Yes, dear, and the very first we will find x bar and y bar. X bar will be equal to sigma x upon n. Sigma x is 200 upon 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 observations are there. 200 upon 5 is 40 and y bar is sigma y upon n 490 divided by 5 and that is 98. Anyone having any doubts up till here, raise your hand. So once again, whenever the values are big, what is the first thing you will do? Find x bar and y bar. Do they come in decimals or they don't come in decimals? That means they are integers. And therefore we can use this. Understood it? Now to use this formula, raise your hand who is still writing up till here. Now to use this formula, very first we need to find x minus x bar and y minus y bar. Understand it first, put your pens down. To use this formula, very first we require x minus x bar and y minus y bar. Now what did I tell you yesterday? Throughout the chapter we require 3 workings. Which 3 workings? Squares and product. Here we require squares of x minus x bar and y minus y bar. See here. And we require product of these two. See the numerator? X minus x bar into, throughout the chapter we require same 3 workings. Which 3 workings? Squares and product. But squares of which values? X minus x bar, y minus y bar. And product also of x minus x bar into y minus y bar. Any doubts with this? So other than this, we have to obtain x minus x bar square, y minus y bar square, whole square, and x minus x bar into y minus. Create the space for this workings. Okay. So very first we will find x minus x bar and y minus y bar. After that, squares and product. So square of x minus x bar, square of y minus y bar, and product of x minus x bar and y minus. Raise your hand who is still writing up till here. Now be ready. X minus x bar. What is x bar?
40.
So x minus x bar means from all the values of x, you will minus 40. Any confusion in this? From all the values of x, you will minus 40. Got it? So 38 minus 40 is minus 2. 45 minus 40 is 5. 40 minus 40 is 0. 42 minus 40 is 2. And 35 minus 40 is minus 5. Total must always come 0. This we studied in last year in arithmetic mean one property. That sum of deviation of all observations from arithmetic mean is always 0. If it does not come 0 means you have done some mistake. Now be attentive. Do it as I am saying. In calculators you can do it very easily. Do it 38 minus minus 2 times. Okay? What do you do minus? So 40 and equals to. What do you get? Minus 2. Don't press on. Don't press on. Directly press 45 and equals to. Do you get 5? Directly press 40 and equals to. Who is getting 7? Your Casio?
Yes. Yes.
Now so you do vice versa. Do 40 minus minus. Casio people only you get. 38 equals to. What do you get? Now do 40. You do reverse. Okay. I repeat it. Others non-Casio will do 38 minus minus 40 equals to. After that directly 45 equals to, 40 equals to, 42 equals to, and 35 equals to. Let's try with y in the same manner. Can you see the values of y? From y we have to subtract y bar means we have to minus this 98. Got it everyone? What we have to minus is 98. Do it 103 minus minus 2 times 98 equals to. Do you get 5? And Casio will do 98 minus minus 103 equals to. Don't press on. Now directly press 92 equals to. Do you get minus 6? Directly press 97 equals to. Do you get minus 1? 98 equals to. Do you get 0? And 100 equals to. Do you get 2? Total must come 0. See 6 and 1, 7, 5 and 2, 7. So total is 0. Negative 7, positive 7, so 0. Any confusions with this? All are clear with how to obtain x minus x bar and y minus y bar? I'll be asking you in the next question. Now squares and product. Squares are always positive, so ignore the negative sign, directly put it in m plus as we did yesterday. Do it 2 into m plus, 5 into m plus, 0 into m plus, 2 into m plus, 5 into m plus. Is it 58?
Yes.
Press MRC, you get 58. And press MC again and cancel the memory. Raise your hand who did not understand x minus x bar whole square. Same way y minus y bar whole square. Press on and cancel the previous memory. Do it. 5 into n plus, 6 into n plus, 1 into n plus, 0 into n plus, 2 into n plus. 69, 66. Do you all get 66? Everyone? Cancel the memory. Now, be careful. If you are using the memory for x minus x bar into y minus y bar. Be careful, minus into plus. So if it's minus, don't put it in n plus, put it in n minus. If it's a negative value, put it in m minus. Positive value, put it in m plus. For example, 2 into 5. But minus into plus will become minus. Do 2 into 5 and press m minus. Do you get minus 10? I mean, in calculator you get 10 only, but did you put it in m minus or not? So basically what is minus 2 into 5? Minus 10, so write minus 10. Putting it m minus means it's a negative value. Okay? Then do 5 into 6 and again will it be positive or negative? Negative. So put it in m minus, do you get 30? But we should write minus 30. 5 into minus 6 is minus 30. Okay? 0 into anything? 0. Again 2 into 0? 0. Now minus 5 into 2, so you do 5 into 2 and put it in m minus because it's a negative number. So do you get minus 10? Press MR minus 50. Is everyone clear with this? Anyone who did not understand the workings, raise your hand. Everyone is clear with this? Now write on this formula. R equals to sigma x minus x bar y minus y bar upon square root sigma x minus x bar whole square and sigma y minus y bar whole square again is square. Raise your hand who is still writing the formula. All have written it. Now see here. Sigma x minus x bar into y minus y bar is minus 50. You all get it or not? Sigma x minus x bar into y minus y bar is minus 50. Directly numerator minus 50 upon square root of. See, sigma x minus x bar whole square is 58. So square root of 58 into square root of. See, sigma y minus y bar whole square is 66. So square root of 66 means minus 50 upon. Now do you calculate 58 and plus square root? 7 point after 6 2. So 6. Okay, 615, so 62. Plus 66 and square root? 8.12. So minus 50 upon 61.87 minus 0.2. Is everyone clear how to use this formula? Any doubts with it? On page number 85, exercise 2.2, question number 15. Now, be attentive and understand the language properly. Find the value of R from the following data. Average of x is 60 and y is 95. Average means, can I say mean? Yes. So x bar is 60 and y bar is 95. Okay. X bar is 60 and y bar is 95. Any confusion up till here? Now, sum of squares of deviations taken from their mean. Raise your hand. Anyone who can interpret what is the? Raise your hand. Yes, be attentive all of you. Sum of means sigma. Squares of means square. And deviation taken from mean means x minus x bar. Is this deviation taken from mean or not? Same way in case of y, sum of squares of deviation taken from. Understood this language, everyone? So what is that? 920 sigma x minus x bar whole square, and what is that? 1050 sigma y minus y bar whole square. Raise your hand who did not understand the language. Now raise your hand. What is this? Sum of product of deviations taken from their means. Vidhi? Yes, understand the word product. Product means x minus x bar into y minus y bar. So sigma x minus x bar into y minus y bar is minus 545. So this is an objective question. Direct formula is to be applied. Okay, sum of means sigma. Product means multiplication. And deviation taken from means x minus x bar and y minus. Still, anyone not clear with the language of this question, raise your hand. All have understood the language? So direct formula is to be used. Write down R equals to sigma x minus x bar into y minus y bar upon square root of sigma x minus x bar whole square into square root of sigma y minus y bar whole square. Okay, so sigma x minus x bar into y minus y bar is minus 545 upon square root of sigma x minus x bar whole square is 920 into square root of sigma y minus y bar whole square is 1050. So minus 545 upon Tanushree, square root of 90 is 30.33. 1050 square root is 32.40. Further 545 minus 545 upon 982.69 and minus 0.55. Is everyone clear with this? So this can come for 2 to 3 marks where direct formula is to be. All of you are clear with this? Look at question number 14. Yes, silence everyone. First sub question. Determine the value of correlation coefficient from the following data. So first sub question. Sigma x minus x bar whole square is equal to 72. Then comma sigma y minus y bar whole square is equal to 32 and sigma x minus x bar into y minus y bar is equal to 45. So same formula again. Write down R is equal to sigma x minus x bar into y minus y bar upon square root of sigma x minus x bar whole square into square root of sigma y minus y bar whole square. Parthiv, put the values. Numerator sigma x minus x bar y minus y bar is 45 upon square root of sigma x minus x bar whole square is 72 and upon into square root of sigma y minus y bar whole square is 32. Further 8.48 is the square root of 72. After 48 it is 9. So 49. Further, square root of 32 is 5.6566. Be careful, if the third digit is 5 or more, you'll increase the second digit by 1. Yes, Parthiv, 8.49 into 5.48.0. 48.49 into 5.66, 48.05. What is 45 or 48.05? 0.9. Did you understand this, everyone? Look at sub question 2. Tell me which formula will be used. Raise your hand. Sub question 2. Which formula will be used? Baiju. Fourth formula which we practiced yesterday. All of you write down the information given. N is equal to 6. Sigma x equals to 16. Sigma y equals to 51. Sigma xy is equal to 154. Sigma x square is equal to 52. And sigma y square is equal to 471. Did everyone write this? So what is the fourth formula? N sigma xy. 50 times down. Anjali, n sigma xy minus sigma x into sigma y upon square root n sigma x square in minus sigma x whole square into square root n sigma y square minus sigma y the whole square. Did everyone understand this? Sit down. This I put the values. N is 6 into sigma xy is 154 minus sigma x is 16 into sigma y is 51 upon again square root of n is 6, sigma x square is 52 minus sigma x is 16 whole square into square root of again n is 6 into sigma y square is 471 minus sigma y is 51 whole square. So is everyone clear with this? Fine. Further, 6 into 154 is 924 minus 16 into 51 is 816 upon square root of. Stop talking in between. 6 into 52, 312 and minus 16 square is 256. 6 into 471 is 2826 and 51 square is 2601. Further, 924 minus 816 is 108. What is this in thousands you are telling me? 312 minus 256 is 56 only. And square root of 2826 minus 2601 is 225. So 108 upon what is square root of 56? 7.4 8 into 15. So 108 upon 2.2 5. So 0.96. What is that thousands you are getting? Is everyone of you clear with this? So all are clear with short questions how to decide what formula is to be used. Look at question number 12. Be attentive. Yes, silence everyone. Find the correlation coefficient from the following information of rainfall X and yield Y in tons per hectare for the last 10 years of a district. Now see, n is equal to 10. Covariance between x and y is equal to 30. Standard deviation of x means Sx is equal to 5. And what do you mean by variance of y? Sy square. Variance is always standard deviations square. So variance means Sy square is 144. Did you understand this, everyone? So what will be Sy? Square root of 144, that is 12. Okay, variance is standard deviation square. So variance of y means Sy square is 144. Sy will be square root of 144, that is 12. Any confusions in this? Which formula? First. Covariance means first formula. So R is equal to covariance between x and y upon Sx into Sy. Yes, sometime what happened? What is covariance between x and y? 30 upon Sx, 5 into Sy, 12. So 30 upon 60, 0.5. All of you are clear with this? So first three formulas will use only in short questions. Same way, question 13. The following information is obtained regarding the height x and weight y from a sample of 10 students of a school. X bar is equal to 160, y bar is equal to 55, sigma xy is equal to 90,000, Sx is equal to 25, Sy is equal to 10. Raise your hand. Which formula will you use? Find the correlation coefficient between height and weight from it. Raise your hand. Isha, third formula. What is third formula? See, sigma xy is given or not? Minus n. When they say sample of 10 students, underline that sample of 10 students. That means n is 10. Okay, sample of 10 students means n is 10. So sigma xy minus n into x bar into y bar divided by n into Sx into Sy. Can we use that formula or not? So all of it down. Third formula, sigma xy minus n x bar y bar upon n into Sx into Sy. Sigma xy 90,000 minus n is 10 into x bar is 160 into y bar is 55 upon again n is 10 into Sx is 25 into Sy is also 10. So 90,000 minus 8,000, 10 into 160 into 55 upon 2500. So 2,000 upon 2500. 0 point. Did you all understand this or not, everyone? Anyone having any doubt in this? Page number 110. Page number 110. Section C. All of you get page 110, section C of exercise 2. Yes, keep silence. Question number 11. Find the value of R if covariance between x and y is equal to 120, Sx is equal to 12, and Sy is equal to 50. Rudra, formula covariance of x and y upon Sx into Sy. Further, 120 upon 12 into 15. So 120 upon 180, 0.6. Sit down. Did everyone understand that? Here's what happened. All are clear with it? And the last question for today, question 12. So all the objective based questions will be completed with this. Okay, only long ones will remain now. Look at question 12. Find the value of R if sigma x minus x bar into y minus y bar is equal to minus 65, Sx is equal to 3, Sy is equal to 4, and n is equal to 10. So raise your hand. Which formula will be used over here? So correct. Second formula will be used. Sigma x minus x bar y minus y bar upon n into Sx into Sy. Who is speaking in between? Did everyone understand this? Now what is sigma x minus x bar into y minus y bar? Minus 65. Upon what is n? 10 into Sx, 3 into Sy, 4. So minus 65 upon 120 minus 0.5. Did you all understand these questions, everyone?